Hi all, and welcome to another video from Miss Robbie's classroom. I'm your teacher advisor, Miss Robbie, and today we will have another video on our series of the self-learning home task for the third quarter in English 7. For this clip, you will need your English 7 home task for week 3, some pieces of bond paper for your outputs, and a pen. Pay attention when you hear the bell sound. That means you may need to pause the video in order to do the task given. Then resume the video once you're done. And remember to be on time. Follow a schedule of tasks that you need to accomplish so you can submit them on time. This lesson is based on the milk. Use the appropriate oral language, stance, and behavior when giving information, instructions, making explanations, and narrating events in factual and personal recounts. So our goals at the end of this clip is that you'll be able to familiarize the appropriate language, stance, and behavior when narrating personal recounts. Use the appropriate oral language, stance, and behavior when narrating events in factual or personal recounts. Then demonstrate truthfulness when narrating personal recounts. Previously, we've been studying about the various multimedia resources that are commonly used, what is personal and factual recounts. If you have not seen the previous lessons, you can click on the links in the description box below or click the link on the upper right corner of your screen. Before we go on, let's take a look at John's personal recount of his summer vacation. Read along as you listen, then let's answer the questions afterwards. Are you ready, John?
Good morning, Miss Robbie and classmates. I am John Reyes and I am going to share to you what I did last summer. My island paradise experience. Last summer break, my family went to Bantayan Island for a short vacation. From Cebu City, it took us about 5 hours to get there through bus and ferry boat. The travel was a little exhausting because of its distance, but it was all worth it. I was astonished upon seeing the island paradise for its pristine white beaches and crystal clear waters. When we were in the island, me and my brother Jake really enjoyed swimming while savoring our favorite seafoods like fish, crabs, squid, and shells. I must say that those were the freshest seafoods I've ever tasted. Aside from swimming, I also tried kayaking and jet skiing. At first, I was scared to try them, but my father helped me overcome my fear. Kayaking and jet skiing are definitely something that I would try again. As for my mother, she liked buying some memorabilia for her friends, such as locally crafted bracelets and other accessories. She also looked after my little sister who loved playing sandcastles by the beach. Indeed, my summer vacation was the best island experience in my entire life. I truly had an awesome bonding experience with my family.
Thank you, John. Now let's answer some few questions. What did John share to the class? That's right, John shared about his island paradise experience. Question number 2. What are the events that happened during their vacation? Those are excellent answers. That's right, they went swimming, they ate some seafood, they went kayaking and jet skiing, they went to the beach, and did some shopping. Question number 3. When reporting or speaking in front of the class, what should the speaker observe? Oh, you got some great ideas. In sharing his personal recount to the class, John observed the following. First, he stood straight without unnecessary movements. When speaking in front, it's important to stand up straight so you can project your voice across the room. It will also promote good posture and allow the audience to focus on you and what you're saying. On the other hand, it's not good to walk around too much as it will distract your audience from what you're telling them. Second is he spoke in a well-modulated voice and maintained eye contact with the audience. Maintaining eye contact with your audience engages them, and you'll be able to tell if they're listening attentively or not. This way, you can adjust your volume or add more gestures if necessary to keep your audience interested. Third, he also used appropriate gestures to support his talk. Make your gestures and facial expressions as natural as possible. Don't overact, nor be bland and stiff in front. More importantly, he used grammatically correct language and appropriate vocabulary for his topic. Make sure that before you speak in front, you have your notes that have been proofread, meaning they were already checked for errors in grammar and spelling and the like. Lastly, he followed the time limit given. There is a general rule in speaking and writing. Keep it short and simple. Not too short, but not too long as well. When giving information, instructions, making explanations, and narrating events and personal recounts, a speaker should use appropriate oral language, stance, and behavior. Now, what is oral language? An oral language is the system through which we use spoken words to express knowledge, ideas, and feelings. It consists of 6 areas: phonology, grammar, morphology, vocabulary, discourse, and pragmatics. We will not get into the details of each component, but feel free to check out the website for more information on the components of oral language. Now, we've already discussed about personal recounts, which is a retelling or sequence of events that happen to the writer or speaker. For this video, we will be talking about the parts of a personal recount. So these are the parts of a personal recount. Number 1 is the title. The title should tell the reader or listener what the recount is all about. Number 2 is the setting. The reader needs to know who is in the recount, where it took place, why it took place, and when it took place. This sets the scene for the events. Third are the events. The reader needs to know what happened. Events are recorded in the order they occurred, starting from the first event, then so on and so forth. Then you have the ending. It is a general comment about the event or the results of the event. It is used to end the recount. Here are the different parts of a personal recount. So you have the title, the setting that includes when, who, where, what or why. Then you have the events and the ending. Let's use John's personal recount as an example. For the title, it was his island paradise experience. When it happened was last summer break. Who was in the recount is his family. Where it happened? In Bantayan Island. Why did they go to Bantayan Island? For a short vacation. For the first event, it describes their 5-hour trip traveling from Cebu City to Bantayan Island. The second event was what they did in the island. So John and his brother Jake enjoyed swimming and eating their favorite seafoods. The third event are the activities they had with their father. And for the last event are his mother and sister's activities. For the ending, John shared that that summer vacation was the best island experience he had. Are you able to identify the different parts of a personal recount? Let's apply what you just learned. Go to page 4 of your home task and let's answer exercises 2. Accomplish the table below by choosing the appropriate parts of a sample personal recount inside the word pool. Let's take the first one. Title. Can you guess which of the following is the title? Correct. My Day at the Farm. Now it's your turn to answer the rest. Let's go. It's checking time. Let's see how well you did. Go back to page 4 of your home task. Accomplish the table below by choosing the appropriate parts of the sample personal recount inside the word pool. you've already taken the title, My Day at the Farm. For the setting, when, it was last Saturday. Who, my family and I. Where, went to the farm. What or why, to visit our grandparents. For the first event, they ate the delicious food prepared by their grandmother. For the second event, their grandfather made a kite for them. For the third event, they flew the kite as high as they could. And for the last event, they helped their grandfather feed the cows with corn husks and corn stalks. For the ending, it was a great spending time with their grandparents at the farm. Did you get a perfect score? Awesome! Not perfect? That's alright. Let's do better next time. Now let's answer exercise 3. Go to page 4 of your home task. Write true if the statement expresses the correct use of oral language and behavior when giving information, narrating events, and personal recounts. Write false if it does not. Let's take number 1. Use hand and body gestures to emphasize your points. The correct answer is true. Are you ready to answer the rest? Let's go! It's checking time. Let's see how well you did. Go back to page 4. Write true if the statement expresses a correct use of oral language and behavior when giving information, narrating events, and personal recounts. Write false if it does not. Number 1 has already been answered for you. Number 2. Don't look at the audience so that you will not be distracted. The answer is false. Number 3. Use grammatically correct language. The correct answer is true. Number 4. Talk really fast. The answer is false. Number 5. Modulate your voice to be heard by everybody in the audience. The answer is true. Number 6. Move anywhere without a purpose. The answer is false. Number 7. Follow the time limit. The correct answer is true. Did you get a perfect score? Great! Not perfect? Let's do better next time. It's assessment time! Go to page 5 of your home task. Write your personal recount or narrate any memorable experience. Write at least 3 paragraphs with a minimum of 50 words. John's personal recount may serve as an example, but it's a sample only. Please don't copy. Your output will be graded according to the following rubrics. First, grammar and spelling. You will get 4 points if you make 1 to 2 errors in grammar or spelling. 3 points if you have 3 to 4 errors in grammar and spelling. 2 points if you have 5 to 6 errors. And 1 point if you have more than 6 errors. Content. You will get 4 points if it contains a narration of personal recount all throughout. 3 points if it contains narration of personal recount at almost all parts. 2 points if some parts don't contain a narration of personal recount. And 1 point if all parts are not about a narration or personal recount. Organization. 4 points if the details are in logical order that keeps the reader interested. 3 points if the details are in logical order and keeps the reader less interested. 2 points if some details are not in logical order and the reader is distracted. And 1 point if the details are not in logical order. Legibility. 4 points if your handwriting is readable. 3 points if it's marginally readable. 2 points if the writing is not readable at places. And 1 point if your writing is not readable. And lastly, capitalization and punctuation marks. 4 points if all sentences use correct capitalization and punctuation marks. 3 points if 2 to 3 sentences don't use correct capitalization and punctuation marks. 2 points if 4 to 6 sentences don't use correct punctuation and capitalization. And 1 if all sentences don't use correct capitalization and punctuation marks. All in all, you'll get a perfect score of 20 points. So this is what your output 3.3 would look like. Observe proper format. You may decorate your work, observe neatness and cleanliness, and submit your output to your teacher for checking. Good luck! Now you're ready for Lesson 4. Until next time, this is your teacher advisor, Miss Robbie. Happy studying, guys!